I just got out of the shower. I'm donning the goat head jersey for the very last time this season. Sabres lose 3-2. Game 7. In overtime. After coming back from a 2-0 deficit, they tie it. Both their defensemen, Greenway scored the first goal. Samuelson, though, it was his goal, but it grazed Greenway's leg on the way in, so it's Greenway's goal. And Rasmus Dahlin, my captain, ties it in the third period. And they also, let this not be forgotten, they also got a third goal that was waved off because the referee blew the whistle too early. The puck leaked through Dobesh, and it was tipped in, but the whistle had blown. So the goal didn't count. That goal counts. Who knows what happens? This is disappointing. And I'm disappointed not just because we lost. Obviously, it sucks to lose. Nobody likes to lose. But if you had told me at the beginning of this season that not only were we going to break the playoff drought, but we were also going to win the Atlantic Division and then win a playoff round and take the second round to 7 games, I would have signed up for that. No questions. I would have said, count me in. So, you really shouldn't be disappointed at this ending, because when you think about it, they were never supposed to be here. And I'm really, really trying to remember that, but I can't help but be disappointed by the way they lost this series. The Sabres, for much of this series, did not play their best hockey. They got handily outplayed by the Canadiens for much of this series. Game 2, Game 3, they were tremendously outmatched, outskated. Game 5, same thing. Their best players failed to meet the challenge. Alex Tuch, where did he go? Tage Thompson, he got some points, but also where did he go? What was that Game 2, man? Thompson had the game on his stick tonight. He didn't even shoot the puck. Didn't even shoot it. It's disappointing. Like, if this had been like a close series, they're losing some games, but they're at least competitive. Maybe a couple OT losses here, or a 1-goal loss there, a bad bounce. I would have been fine with it, but that's not what happened. Three of the games that they lost in the series, they were just blown out of the building. They didn't even belong on the same ice as them. And that sucks, because I thought the Sabres were a better hockey team than that. I still think that. Their goalie, their best watching Tage and Tuch just shrink after carrying them through the first round series against Boston. The absolute implosions in net by both goaltenders this series. That's not the Sabres. The way they lost Game 6, or not Game 6, Game 5, the way they lost that game, they let one goal in, they let Montreal tie it, and then they just completely fall apart. That's never happened to this team, not this season. What this team has been this season is what you saw in Game 6 and Game 7. No quit. They're down, they fight back. They never stopped battling. They were the last place team in the division, or maybe even the conference. They might have been last in the conference at one point. And they battle back. They rattle off a 10-game win streak, and they never looked back. And I'm glad, at least, that they did not end the series that way, by just crumbling and collapsing. They actually fought back. They battled. They never quit. They won Game 6 despite yet another goalie implosion by Alex Lyon. And they get down 3-1 early on. They didn't quit. They fought back. They won that game very easily. Same thing tonight. They get down 2-0. They battle back and they tie it. They force overtime. But your best player, the best goal scorer on your team, has the game on his stick, one-on-one with the goaltender, and he doesn't even shoot the puck. That stings. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too down. Maybe I should just look on the bright side. But I'm literally recording this the night of the game. The game ended, I don't know, maybe less than an hour ago. I'm processing my real-time thoughts. And this stinks. And like I said, the thing that stinks about it isn't the fact that they lost, but the fact that they lost by not playing like themselves. They didn't play their best hockey this series for most of it. That's how you get 6-3 and 6-2 losses in this series. Sabres are a better hockey team than that, and I don't really think they showed it. They showed a lot of guts fighting back and forcing this Game 7 and getting to overtime in this game. But it was too little too late. And if the Sabres had brought their best hockey to the series, and Thompson and Tuck play at the levels that they're capable of playing to, and the goaltenders are just adequate, then I think they win this series in 5 games. Maybe 6. The series had no business going to 7 games. The Sabres beat themselves. And yeah, that's gonna sound like sour grapes to Montreal fans. I'm sorry. Congratulations to the Canadiens. You played a very good series. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think you got the best version of the Sabres this series. I really don't. This was an amazing season, and I'm sad that it's over. And I'm sure once I've had some time to process this, I will look back on this season. Actually, I'm not even. I'm positive that once I've had some time to, process this loss, I will absolutely look back on this season with fond memories. This season was amazing. I'm already doing it. My little sister loves hockey now because of this season. My sister chose this season to start getting into the Sabres, and she could not have picked a better year. And I'm so happy that happened because I feel a lot closer to her now than I did. Not that we weren't close or before, or that we didn't have a good relationship, but we really bonded over this team. And that was special. Getting to go to Sabres games again with my dad and my sister now. Like, I can't really put to words how special that was. It took me back to my childhood. My dad used to take me to games. I was 8 years old, right? Yeah, I was 9, 10 years old back in 06, 07, or 05, 06, when the Sabres were really good. My dad would take me to their games all the time. And we got back to that this season because the Sabres were finally good again. And my sister came along with us. My sister was a baby the last time the Sabres were this good. And I feel like we got so much closer just through experiencing this season together. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. You know what? This is you watching me process my feelings real time, but losing Game 7 in overtime is well worth what I gained from this season. The time I got to spend with my family watching this season, and the memories we have. I would not have traded that for a win tonight. I'm okay. I have more to say, but I think that's probably the best way to end this video. It's gonna be a one-taker. It's almost midnight. I don't want to edit this thing, but yeah. I think that's the best way to put a cap on this video and on the season. Thank you, Sabres. Thank you, Sabres fans. And most of all, thank you to my dad, my sister Sarah, my Uncle Joe, my cousin Megan, for experiencing this season with me, and to my mom for tolerating my dad and I constantly talking about the Sabres and watching Sabres games at family gatherings and whatnot. What a season. Shame how it ended. Shame that they didn't play better for most of this series, but yeah, I'm going to end it there.